Hello my dear students. In today's lesson we will learn how to give the user a little more control over the product list on the homepage. You will remember that we use WooCommerce shortcodes to present the most popular products and also the new store items. What if the site owner wants to change the amount of products that is featured in each of these lists? As for now, our users need to dig into the code and know where to mess with the files to get some different results. But we can make things easier by using our famous and wonderful theme customizer. There it comes again. We might as well create a section in Customizer just for that purpose. So let's do it. What we're gonna need? Well, looking at our template file, we notice that there are at least 2 fields in each of the shortcodes that can be controlled by the user. We have the maximum number of posts, defined by this limit, and the number of columns. We don't want to give the user the possibility to change the order. That's possible, but if you do that, the list will lose all meaning. So we're gonna need 2 fields for each list, all numeric fields, okay? Let's open the customizer file. Look, the last section we created here also starts with a numeric field, and that makes things easier. So we can copy much of what we have up here, and then just change the section names, settings, titles, and descriptions. Let's copy the separator too. Let's change the comments to homepage settings. The section name will be sec_home_page. We will be putting all the fields related to the homepage here, okay? In the title, we will write homepage products and blog settings. Description, home page section. In the first setting, let's remove the comment for now. I'll come back here later to change the order, okay? And here we have the setting and the control of the first field. Let's name the setting set popular max num. We have to change it here and here too. And now we just change the label. The description for this first field. The section. And the type is not drop-down pages anymore. Now it's number. If we save that, we will see that this field will be displayed in the customizer. Let's go over to the customizer. Look at that. Now we can go ahead and create the other fields. To do this, let's copy the setting and the control of the first field. And now our job will be to paste it and change it where it's needed. If you still have doubts, pay a lot of attention to what I'll be doing, right? Okay, now here in the customizer, we have all the fields ready. But of course, they still can't do anything. For them to work, we have to find a way to replace the numbers we have in the shortcodes with the values that the settings will be storing into the database. That's quite easy. Here in the template files, let's create 4 variables. Each of them will get the value of each of the 4 settings. Then our job will be to call the variable at the right place in the code. Let's create the first variable, that of the maximum number of popular products. it will receive the value of the getThemeMod from the corresponding setting. Let's go to the other file and copy the name of the setting so we don't make mistakes, okay? One nice thing about getThemeMod is that we can also pass the default value to be used when no value has been set yet. Actually, that's what's happening now. Since we just created the field in Customizer, it has no value inside the database. If we try to pass the setting value here, some strange things can happen. So we can pass a default value as the second parameter here in the getThemeMod. For example, let's pass 5, just for you to see that it will work. Now that we got the variable set to 5 initially, we can delete this number here and call the variable instead. To do this, you need extra attention because we need to concatenate the value of the variable within these double quotes. Do you remember that I said we need double quotes here? You understand the reason now. To concatenate, I'll do 2 spaces. I will do 2 single quotes inside the double quotes. 2 more spaces. And I'll put the PHP concatenation point on each side. To finish, I'll call the variable in here. As we are inside an echo, what will appear in place of the variable is the settings value, okay? As we haven't defined anything yet in Customizer, this variable value is 5. So let's see if we have 5 products on the front end. Perfect. 5 products. We got 5 products. Now let's change the value in Customizer. Saving here, let's go over to the front end. The same thing here. So it's working perfectly. Great. Now that we know what to do, we can repeat the process for the other values. But before that, I'm gonna change the initial value here to 4. I'm gonna speed up the video since you've probably figured out how to do it, and I'll be right back. Okay, here on the front end everything's working. Now let's see if we can control the numbers over there in Customizer. Perfect, all the fields here are working too. You see that the design is better when the number of columns is the same as the number of items, or when the number of items is twice the number of columns. Well, I hope you enjoyed the lesson. I hope you've learned new things which you'll be able to apply later on in real projects and on a daily basis. So, see you next time.